At the open, our all-time high for the S&P 500.
It's your boy Jimmy. Jimmy.
Now, what's worth doing is worth doing for money.
Straight from y'all street to Wall Street.
Anybody tells you money's the root of all evil, doesn't make up.
Dudes wake up, hope their girl turned on so they can get a little bit. Only woman in the morning, I wanna turn on this. Becky quick. While the average man looking at this, it's sad like she fine as it. I'm over here looking at tails and whips like 5-6. I left the mayhem for the market. Now I don't want a dope spot, I want to stop it. I know that booty got dry, triggered my stop losses, but I ain't got time for your wop. My V-wops crossing. Rich with hot V's and pushing hot strategy and plans to make grand. Still in my wife beater, Batman pajamas, house slides, and about 5 hot picks for the day. Cause I like the way the Dow bounces. 4 hot dips on call, so I got options. 2 with a lot of volume, 1 with a double bottle. Now I know dumb money don't understand. Am I talking about my trade or just thinking with my MacD? You see, we different in the way we move. You move with kittens and your dog, I move with bears and bulls. I got a green thumb, grow with the marijuana. Waking up with the fun, some commas. Jump out of bed, big profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, big profits. Light up watching them candles, profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. They used to watch me move them packs and stop. Now I watch moves in the NASDAQ. Profits. Used to run from the ATF and them cops. Now I run down ETFs, making profits. I jump out of bed, make profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, make profits. Light up watching them candles, profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. See, me and Jim Cramer been talking mad money. Said today I'm taking a risk. They got the feds coming, but I got support here with me. I call a short squeeze. You get the drop, she pull the trigger and abort these. If she stay on my watch list, I might have to wife her. But I know better. I'm a true trading group lifer. Call up the Wolf of Weed Street. It's time to flip some profits. Go ahead, be hawking. Get your spot here. I'll double top that in the head and shoulders. Hit him up with this resistance. Watch him roll over. Cause I see John Wicks in contract. If I say I make $1 million a day, well, that's a large cap. You moving average, that's why you get crossed. Get split, get delisted, and knocked off. and I'm setting the whole block off. I'm buying GameStop and selling them roadblocks off. Jump out of bed, make profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, make profits. Light up, watching them cans, make profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. They used to watch me move them packs. Now I watch moves in the NASDAQ. Used to run from the ATF and them cops. Now I run down ETF. Hey, my family. Hey, go, what we doing, my man? Hey, make profits. Hey, Shug, Mike, what we doing? Hey, make profits. Yo, Wolf, Professor, what we doing? Hey, make profits. That TTG money gang, making profits. We some.
Hey, yo, what's up, everybody? What's going on, folks? Welcome to the True Trading Group live stream. I hope you all had a wonderful, fantastic weekend, but are ready to get down to business as we've got some breaking news that happened. Well, I guess it broke on Friday, but we've got some news that we have to talk about that everybody maybe wants to hear what my thoughts are regarding what happened with the U.S. credit rating being downgraded Friday after the close. If you didn't know, now you do. We'll talk about how it affects and impacts the markets. Before we get started tonight, big shout out to Adam, my business partner, co-founder of True Trading Group, hosted an amazing AI deep research boot camp this weekend for our deep research members. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I got a lot of, comments back from people that said it was just absolutely lights out, showing you guys the absolute best way. Okay. All of our members will make the absolute best way. Okay. For our members to be able to understand the best way to use AI, use the deep research function. It was a boot camp that Adam held all weekend for all of our members, showing them how to use AI, as it is a huge piece of what makes True Trading Group. We've integrated AI into our entire platform. If you guys have not yet been using AI in your trading, I'm telling you now, you guys are behind the curve. We have spent the last 2 years, 1,000 hours and 7 figures of investment building out the AI tool and AI analysis product that we have at True Trading Group. We call it Mari, and then we also added a deep research function. It is the recipient of the 2024 Benzinga FinTech Chairman's Award for Best AI Analysis Tool. If you guys are looking for AI tools, there is nothing like it. There's my business partner and I actually on stage at the Benzinga FinTech Award ceremony, receiving that award. I have tried all of them. I've tried all the AI tools that are out there. I'm telling you guys this, there is none better. So a big shout out and a big thank you for Adam for spending his time on the weekend to show our members the best way to use AI in order to help them make more money. Guys, how was it? Those of you that attended, members that are with me tonight on this live stream, if you guys attended the AI bootcamp with Adam, tell me, how was it? Talk to me. How was it? Comment in chat. Don't keep it to yourselves. I truly want to know, what do you guys think about it? How was it? Did you enjoy it? Do you guys feel more prepared now coming into this week? I hope you do, because it is going to be a hell of a week. I'm telling you guys this right now. I expect a lot of volatility this week. Last week, the markets gapped up and we just kind of push. But there wasn't a lot of volatility, right? It was just upside. You got a little bit of a short squeeze in the hedge fund community. I expect more volatility. Futures markets are down. We sold off after hours yesterday. So get ready for what I think is going to be a massive week of trading opportunities. Look at all these comments coming through in chat. I'm using the AI I'm using it to trade futures right now. Carlos Figueroa, that's incredible. Sherry says it was great. Jane says it was awesome. It was so well explained. It was so amazing, says Erica. I found out more than I could have even imagined, says Mark LaRue. Okay, unbelievable. I love it. I love to see it. So I hope you guys enjoyed yourselves this weekend. I know that many of you guys did. So awesome. Fantastic. What's up? Okay. And that was free, by the way. Okay. That was free. That was free for those who attended. That was not an upsell or something that we charged for, but those were 2 days, Saturday and Sunday, of hardcore AI training when it comes to using our AI tool to help you guys make money in the markets. And today, that's why we're all here, right? You guys are not on this YouTube channel just for fun, right? You're not on this YouTube channel to make friends. You're on here, on a Sunday evening to figure out ways that you can make money. And that is exactly what members of True Trading Group are doing. And that is why we are here. And it's what we are damn good at. And I'm not just saying that. You should not just believe me because I say it on a YouTube channel. I will prove it to you. Members of True Trading Group, do me a favor. If you are a member, go ahead right now. If you're making money, if you're becoming a better trader because of TTG, type the number 1 in chat right now. Go ahead. Type the number 1 in chat if you guys are making money. That's what everybody wants to know. Everybody wants to know, are members of TTG actually making money from being a member of this platform? There's 10,000 of us from 114 different countries, from all walks of life. We day trade, we swing trade, we do long-term investing, we trade stocks, we trade options, we do crypto, we also do futures. There's something for everybody here at True Trading. You can see for yourself, all of these people that are typing the number 1, these are your peers, these are your friends, your family members, your coworkers. If they can do this, so can you. These people are not making money because they're luckier than you. And they sure as hell are not making money because they have more time than you. 82% of our members have a full-time job. If they can still make money, so can you. I don't want to hear that as an excuse. That's not a valid reason for you guys not to be involved in the markets. It's not a valid reason to not join True Trading Group. It is an excuse. And excuses will get you nowhere. Members of TTG are taking advantage of the most volatile market environment that I have ever seen in my life. Okay, ever since COVID, I mean, you're talking about the volatility has never gone away. And the last time I saw volatility like we saw in the month of April, it literally was just March and April of COVID. It was the COVID crash. That is the last time I saw volatility like we saw in the month of April. You saw a massive sell-off down over 24% in the S&P and the NASDAQ. And then we have ripped face all the way back up to the upside, a stone throw away from all-time highs. And then you got slapped in the face with a credit rating downgrade by Moody's on Friday. And that sent the markets tumbling in the after hours and continuing lower here today as the futures market just opened up not too long ago. And we're down just under 1% on the NASDAQ, and the S&P flirting around down 0.75, 0.8, in the overnight futures session. We'll see if that weakness rolls over into tomorrow, which I think it will. And I have a bunch of trade ideas I want to share with you guys. I got a list of stocks I'm going to be going after tomorrow. My watch list is dominated this week by short setups. I told you guys that I felt like the markets were getting to a point where, yes, the rally was nice, but I felt like we're getting now to a point where we were oversold in April. And I told you guys we were oversold in April. I told you April 6th on this very same YouTube channel, literally at the exact same time, just on April 6th. I told you I felt the markets were oversold. I told you I was buying stuff in my long-term portfolio on Monday, April 7th. We did that. And now I told you last week that I feel like the markets are getting overbought. And now you have a catalyst that can push the markets to the downside. This is not the first time the U.S. credit rating has been downgraded. It's happened 2 times previously. It happened once in 2023, and it happened once in 2011. And there are some real similarities that happened in 2011 and 2023. And we're going to talk about what this all means for the market rally that we've experienced over the last month and how we're going to make money from it. My name is Michael Edward Parinati. I go by Michael Edward. I'm the co-founder and the head trader of True Trading Group. In case you guys did not know, we are the fastest growing and highest rated premium online educational platform that combines university level trading and investing courses with premium stock market tools, live workshops, individual mentorship and coaching for stocks, options, crypto, and futures. Like I said before, we day trade, we swing trade. We also cover long-term investing, something for everybody here at TTG. But you might be wondering why you should listen to anything I say on this channel. It's not because I think that I'm the world's greatest trader. It's because I didn't have to figure this stuff out on my own. I was trained by professionals on Wall Street. Okay, my first job out of college working for T3 Alpha Fund in New York City. While there, they had me go through a training program that they didn't let me touch a dollar of the firm's money until I went through this training program. I was taught by professionals. I was fortunate enough that I didn't have to sift through hours of YouTube videos and sit in Discord chats and try to figure this all out on my own. I was trained by professional and successful traders to begin with. So I'm very lucky and fortunate that was, in fact, the case. And then 2008 happened. Obviously, the great stock market crash, the huge recession. But it's also the same year that I received one of the firm's Trader of the Year awards. Now you fast forward, and I'm the co-founder and head trader of True Trading Group, and along with my team of 8 other professional full-time trading mods and an over 30-person staff, we have helped thousands of members from all over the world to reach their goals. Okay, so if you guys are ready to learn, trade, and profit for real, you have come to the right place. smash that like button, show some love. Subscribe to the channel. Turn on your notifications. Make sure you never miss out on any of these live streams because I'm dropping golden nuggets on a regular basis. Okay, I share with you trade ideas, market commentary, analysis to help you guys make money. Before I go any further, I want you to make sure that you are watching this video live. Now, how can you do that? Glad you asked. You should see a red dot at the bottom left of your screen. You should see a red dot at the bottom left of your screen next to the word live. If you do, you're watching live. Great. Do nothing. If you don't, click that word live. Click that button live. Bring you right up to speed to make sure that you guys don't miss out on the giveaway that we have coming up later this evening. I'm doing a giveaway where I'm going to give you 2 code words. The first code word I'm going to give you in just a moment. The second code word's coming in, towards the end of this live stream. Then we'll put everyone's name into a random name picker called the Wheel of Names. We'll spin the wheel here live. If your name is called, you'll have 2 minutes to send a text message to a phone number that we're going to put on the screen. If you can text that phone number and give me the 2 code words I'm going to give you during this live stream, and you can do that within the 2-minute time frame, you win the prize. If you don't know the 2 code words, you lose. If you don't text us within the 2 minutes, you also lose. So you can see why it's important you're watching the video live. Because if you're 15 minutes delayed, the 2 minutes will come and go. You won't know any different. And then you would have missed out on your chance of claiming your prize. So make sure that you are watching this live. Okay? Make sure you're watching this live. Okay? Excellent. Now, with that being said, I'm going to take a sip of water and then we are going to begin because I have a lot to discuss. Okay. Let's talk about Moody's and credit ratings. In case you guys missed it, Moody's downgraded the U.S.'s credit rating on Friday afternoon. Markets are trying to bounce back a little bit right now as we are talking. We were down 0.8 on the NASDAQ. Now we're down 0.6. Okay. Now we're down 0.6. And this is the 3rd time that this has happened. Moody's actually put the U.S.'s credit rating on watch a couple of years ago. Okay. Put the U.S.'s credit rating on watch a couple of years ago. I think it was back in 2023. Moody's put the U.S.'s credit rating on watch. And in 2023, Fitch downgraded the U.S.'s credit from AAA to AA+. Back in 2011, S&P Global downgraded the U.S.'s credit rating from AAA to AA+. Since S&P Global downgraded the U.S. credit rating in 2011, they have never brought it back up to a AAA. Okay. They have never brought it back up to a AAA rating. Fitch downgraded the U.S.'s credit rating in 2023 down to AA+. Have never moved it back up to AAA. Moody's was the last of the big 3 credit rating agencies to have the U.S.'s credit rating at AAA, which is the highest possible credit rating that there is. AA+ is 1 notch underneath the highest possible credit rating that there is. In the previous 2 instances that this has happened, the result was almost identical. In 2011, S&P Global downgraded the U.S.'s credit rating in August. The market proceeded to go down 10% over the next 41 trading days. Then the S&P proceeded to go up 36% in the 12 months that followed. In 2023, Fitch downgraded the US's credit rating. In August, same month as 2011, and the markets went down, you guessed it, 10% in the next 58 trading days. And over the next 12 months that followed, the S&P went up, you guessed it, 36%. You can't make this stuff up. It is identical. 2011, August, downgrade, down 10% over 41 trading days, up 36% 12 months later. 2023, August, downgrade, down 10% in 58 trading days, up 36% the next 12 months. Does history repeat itself this time around? And I am here to tell you on this live stream right now that I think the chances of history repeating itself for a third time are very, very high. Now, as I sit here, I don't want to discredit or disregard, rather is probably the better word, the possibility of a recession, because a recession is still possible, not as we stand here right now, but if reciprocal tariffs come back, then I think we have recession. So I'm not taking recession off the table. If reciprocal tariffs do not come back and trade deals are made and trade progress is made and the Fed cuts rates and then you get a tax, then you get tax cuts and then there's more deregulation, that is a backdrop going into 2026 as the Fed is cutting rates and trade and tariff uncertainty is gone. That's a backdrop that I want to be long going into 2026. That is not a backdrop where I would say I'm worried about a recession going into 2026 if that's the economic backdrop that we have. On the flip side, if trade negotiations stall, if the US and China, butt heads and they say F you, and reciprocal tariffs go back on, and the EU and the United States can't come to an agreement and reciprocal tariffs go back on, then I would say that the probability of recession would greatly increase. The probability would be even higher than it was back in April when the tariffs were first announced. If that is to be the case, then I would say, okay, then we'll be talking about recession going into 2026. And I'll give you my recession playbook. Don't forget, if that is the case, I literally received my Trader of the Year award during the 2008 recession and the 2008 stock market crash. It's not my first rodeo. We've excelled during this April crash. We excelled during the COVID crash. We excelled during the 2022 crash. And obviously, I excelled in 2008. So if that does happen, there's plenty of ways for us to capitalize on it and to make money, not only from the long-term portfolio, but from the active trading perspective. So we can make money on the way down and then use that profit to then flip it back into the long-term portfolio after stock prices have gone down substantially. And then we just sit back and watch the markets recover over the next couple of years as the economy then comes out of recession. But I don't think that right now as it stands here today, as long as the reciprocal tariffs don't come back, I don't think we see recession going into 2026. And because of that, as we stand here, okay, I think we have to now get ready for a pullback. We have to get ready for a pullback. The markets were overbought. We experienced a bit of a short squeeze last week. Last week, hedge funds were very short going into the weekend, and they were surprised on Sunday with US and China have a deal. They're lowering the reciprocal tariffs down to 10%, and the markets exploded. The markets absolutely exploded. The futures went nuts. We went even crazier on Monday morning when we found out what the deal was. That was the 10%. And the markets went up 3.5% on Monday. Then you got a CPI number, inflation data on Tuesday that was much lighter than people were expecting. And that it showed it was actually the coldest CPI number that we've got since February of 2021. And then we just got this short squeeze. And all those hedge funds were covering those short positions because they got caught off sides and they lost a bunch of money last week. Okay, they got caught off sides. The market just floated higher. But we floated higher into a massive area of resistance as we bumped right up against 6,000 on the S&P, which is a resistance level. And from a technical standpoint, we were overbought. Okay, we were overbought. Now, this whole situation about previous credit ratings, I'm going to tell you guys this now. The previous credit ratings being cut. I just explained to you what happened in the 12 months that followed, right? Up 36% in 2011, up 36% in 2023. But here's another interesting fact that I'm going to share with you that not many people talk about. There's an advanced technical indicator that the institutional community uses that's called the swag breadth thrust indicator. That is an indicator that has only triggered 16 times in the past. It triggered the 17th time on Monday when you got that huge gap up. We were up over 3.5%. Now, what that indicator does is essentially, to make it real simple, it's when it measures advancers and decliners in the stock market. It measures the breadth of the market, the overall strength of a market rally. And it happens when less than 40% of the stocks in the market are advancing compared to their moving averages. And when you go from 40% of the market advancing to 61% or above of the market advancing in a 10-day period. So literally, if the advanced decliners are at 39%, and then all of a sudden the advanced decliners go to 61% within 10 days, that triggers. That triggered on Monday. Now, why is that significant? It's significant because of the 16 times in history that indicator has triggered, the markets have never, not one time, have they been red 6 months later or 12 months later. Never. 16 times. 16 out of 16 times that indicator triggered, the markets were green 6 months later and they were green 12 months later. There was only 3 of those 16 instances the markets were red within 3 months later. So let's think about that for a second. If it was red within 3 months, 3 times, but it was never red in 6 months and was never red in 12 months, doesn't that fall right in line with what happened the previous 2 instances that the US's credit rating got cut? We went down 10% in 41 trading days. Do the math. That's 2 months. That's literally 2 months. Okay? 41 trading days. That's 2 months. Down 10%. And then what happened the next 12 months? Up 36%. Well, let's look at 2023. 2023, down 10% in 58 trading days. That's 2.5 months. That's 2.5 months. Down 10%. What happened 12 months later? Up 37%. That would fall directly in line with the other 16 instances when the swag breadth thrust indicator triggered. The setup is there. The setup is there. It's right in front of us. Here's the wild card. Here's the outlier. It's tariffs. It's trade deals. Do we continue to get progress with trade? If we continue to have progress with trade and the tariff uncertainty begins to go away, then I don't see a scenario where the markets don't pull back right now and are higher 6 months and 12 months from now. That is going to be my stamp. That'll be my call. That is what I'm going to say to you right now on May 18th on this live stream at 7:09 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That if you do not get, if we don't regress back to reciprocal tariffs coming back on, if the U.S. comes to a deal with the European Union, they come to a deal with Japan, they come to a deal with Canada and Mexico, they come to a deal with China. Now, I have a feeling that the tariffs, the deadline on the tariff pause might get extended. Okay, and that'll be a good thing, but it still won't get rid of the uncertainty. The uncertainty will only go away if there's actual deals. Okay, has to be a deal. Because right now the tariffs aren't gone. They're just paused. And we all know that if things break down with the US and China, those tariffs are going to come back to get those negotiations back moving in a direction that we would want. Those tariffs would come back on. And that's a bad thing for the markets. That would be a bad thing for the economy. Recession odds would spike. Markets won't like that. But if those trade deals happen and you have history of the credit rating being cut and history of the swag indicator triggering, and then you get into the second half of this year and the tariff uncertainty, hypothetically, I don't know if that's going to be the case, but if you get trade deals, the tariff uncertainty goes away because now there's not a possibility of the tariffs coming back. The trade deal would be signed. So that uncertainty goes away. Then the conversation shifts. And the conversation shifts to the Fed now cutting rates and tax cuts. And if you go into the back half of this year, or you really at this point, you're already, in one more month, we'll be at the back half of this year. But let's say going into 2026, that's the backdrop. That's a backdrop I would want to be invested in. That's a backdrop I want to be long. And that's a backdrop I think takes this market back towards its all-time highs, maybe even to a new all-time high. But you're going to need those growth catalysts to happen. You're going to need the rate cuts from the Fed. You're going to need tax cuts. You're going to need the tariff uncertainty to go away because you're going to need to see an acceleration back in growth. The U.S. economy and GDP has been slowing for a while now, okay? And you're going to need that to reaccelerate back to the upside because valuations in the S&P right now are expensive. You're at a 25 trailing PE on the S&P. You're at almost 22 times forward PE. Those are very expensive valuations, historically speaking. And I don't think that with the growth in the GDP we have now, I don't think that we have enough growth to warrant a new all-time high at those valuations. So you're going to need to see growth pick back up. That's why you need all of those things to fall in line. Then you can make a new all-time high. I don't think we make an all-time high if those things don't happen. Okay, because I just think the markets are too expensive, right, from a valuation standpoint. And that's also why I believe we have to get ready for a pullback now. Not a massive pullback. Don't get ready for a crash back to the April lows. I don't think we're going back to April. The only way we go back to those April lows, in my opinion, is if we're going to have a recession. Okay, if you go back to these April lows, I think that only happens if we're going to have a recession. But can we pull back to here? Absolutely. I think it happens this week. Can we pull back to here over the next 2 months? Absolutely, we can. And that would fall right in line with a 8 to 10% pullback. And then you run right into a massive support level. Okay, that is the previous resistance from the tariffs, all the tariff uncertainty, the Liberation Day sell-off, then the 90-day pause, resistance, you got above it, support. That's a massive support level right here that you guys can all see. Support. This will be support when you get back to it. And you can see prior to that, here's all that resistance. And prior to that, here is all of that support prior to the Liberation Day tariff announcements. That support level is where if you missed this sell-off, okay, if you miss this sell-off, and I very proudly, and listen, I don't come on here and pound my chest often, but I'm going to pound it today because on April 6th, and you don't believe me, I don't care. Go back and watch the video. It's right on this YouTube channel, okay? I've got receipts, okay? Everything I say is on this YouTube channel. I put it all out there. I tell you what I think is going to happen. On April 6th, I told you I'm buying everything in my long-term portfolio on April 7th. April 7th was the low. And a lot of members of True Trading Group followed me in on that. Members of TTG, sound off. Sound off. Tell me how you guys have done. If you guys listened, if you added to your portfolio there in April, I want to hear about it. Okay, I want to hear about it. Type in chat, sound it off. Type the number 1. Tell me how you guys did. How's your portfolio doing? If you guys added to your portfolio during that market crash in April, I want to know. Okay, sound it off in chat. I'd like to see, how you guys are doing. Let it be known. So I don't pound my chest often. I like to keep things, listen, I'm not right all the time. I'm wrong sometimes, right? Like I'm not going to, I come on here when I'm wrong. I come on here when I'm right. You're going to get all of it. You're going to get my red. You're going to get my green. I'm right a hell of a lot more than I'm wrong, but I'm also wrong sometimes. I'm human. I don't have 100% win rate. Okay. So that's when I started. Wow, look at that. That's when I started watching you. I made 45% sense. Yes. Well, listen, lazy came out. That timing couldn't have been any better. I'm happy to see that you started following me during that April crash because now you capitalize on it. Your portfolio is up 45%. That's incredible. Great job. Okay. That's absolutely incredible. Great job. I love it. I love to see. Oh, yeah, you go up 22%. Look at that. I love it. Great job. You're the GOAT, brother. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I really do. I appreciate that. Yeah, we called this one perfectly, right? We did. We called this one perfectly. But so you can go back and watch it, right? But now, if you are someone that missed that, if you missed it, so here's a question. How about this? If you missed adding to your portfolio in April, type the number 2. Hear me out here. I want to see something. Type the number 2 if you missed out on adding to your portfolio in April. If maybe you were just too scared, or maybe you sold stuff instead, maybe you thought things were just too bad. Type the number 2 if you guys did not add. Don't be shy. Don't be embarrassed, right? We're here to learn. We're here to get better. We're here to make money. You got to be open. You got to be honest. You got to be transparent. I promise you're going to always get that from me. Nothing but full open transparency, open book. It's okay if you guys didn't add. Type the number 2. I've got good news for you. Okay, look, bunch of you, right? Viren says, I didn't add number 2. I was not a member at that time. Well, you're a member now, right? So, hey, listen, you're a member now. If you did not add on this market decline in April, okay, then if we are about to get anything close to a correction, and if history is about to repeat itself, then you are about to get your next chance. You're about to get your next chance. And I'm going to tell you this right now. You are going to hear from the woodworks. You're going to hear every single person that was bearish on this market in April. Every single person that told you the world was ending. Every single person that told you we're going to have a depression. Every single person that told you the US dollar is going to lose its reserve status. Every single person that told you to sell. Every single person told you the market's going down 80%. You are going to hear those people come out from behind the woodshed after they were just shot dead over the last month. They're coming back to life. They're going to come back to life. They're going to come out from behind that shed and they're going to be like, see, I told you so. See, here it is. Don't listen to them. This is going to be your chance. You have an opportunity right now. Go call Moody's tomorrow and say, Moody's, thank you so much. Thank you for the gift of the downgrade, because now you can get another pullback. You can get another correction that this time you are going to take advantage of. Say, thank you, Moody's, for giving us a pullback that we can trade to the downside with put options, with shorts, with inverse ETFs. We can make a bunch of money on the way down, and then you're going to take that profit and you're going to roll it into your long-term portfolio that you missed on adding in April. You're going to add to it this time around. And if the trade deals actually do happen, then that is going to be the last buyable pullback before the market continues to rally to a new all-time high. That's your good news. We're going to trade the pullback to the downside. My watch list is full of shorts. So I plan on the markets going down in the next week or so, and I plan on making money on that way down. And then as we go down over the course of the next, maybe it happens over 2 months. Maybe it's a slow decline over 2 months. We go down 7, 8%. Good. Good. You wanted to buy Palantir under 100 and then it went back to 130? Good. You wanted to buy NVIDIA down near 100 and it went back to 136? Good. You wanted to add to Tesla and it went back to 350? Good. You wanted to add to Microsoft and now it's back to all-time highs? Good. Now you're about to get your chance. There's no excuses for it now. I'm giving you fair warning. Just like I said to you on April 6th, I told you this is what I'm doing with my money. I'm sitting here now today telling you that over the next 2 months, if we get a pullback back down into this zone I'm showing you right here on the charts, right here, then the remaining cash that I have, it's finding a home. Now in April, I didn't go all in. I didn't put all of my cash in. I kept some cash in the sidelines just in case we actually had a recession. If we actually had a recession, I kept some cash so I can buy stuff lower. But I'm telling you now, if this actually happens, I'm going to buy more stuff in my long-term portfolio right there. Now you know. How many people are on this live stream right now that are not members of True Trading Group? I would really like to know. Guys, type the letters TTG in chat right now if you are not a member of True Trading Group. If you're not a member, type the letters TTG. All right, just do me a favor. Take you 2 seconds. I want to see who I'm talking to here. I want to see who's not a member, who is a member, because my members hear this stuff. I talk to my members like this every single day. They get all the analysis every day in, day out from myself, 8 other professional traders. We share our screens with them. We trade with them live. We answer questions. They get all this on a regular basis. But if you're not a member, I'd like to see how many people we have here that are not part of the group. Let's see. We got Patachan. We got What06. None of you. It seems like you and me agree on a lot of stuff. I've seen some of your comments. Join, man. Join the group. Join the group. Let's trade together, bro. Let's trade together for the next year. Let's do this. We got D Mill. We got Redman's not a member. A Coro says, I'm not a member yet. I like that mindset. I like that attitude. Let's get going. Kaijel says, I love this info. I see the setup playing out from the charts. Kaijel, I don't know. Did you join, Kaijel? Because I know you were on the live stream over the last 2 weeks. I'm not sure if you joined or not. If you didn't, brother, now's the time. Let's go. Let's do it. Okay. Let's go. Let's do it. We got Aaliyah. Okay. I'm long-term retail. Just found you. Nice. None of you. Look, welcome to the channel, man. Listen, subscribe to the channel. Hopefully you become a member of True Trading Group. You can share with me and the rest of the people live on a daily basis. Okay. We've got Lazy. We've got Derek's in the house. What's up? Okay. So Kaijel, you're not a member yet. Awesome, man. Let's go. It's time, guys. It's time. All right. It really is. It is time. I'm telling you this right now. And I said this to people in April. I don't know if you guys have been watching my live streams long enough. I said to people in April. In April, I said, the next 90 days are critical. I said the decisions that you make over the next 90 days are going to follow you for years. If you make the wrong decisions in the next 90 days, you're going to greatly regret it. But if you make the right decisions, you can drastically leapfrog yourself and your family forward as far as your financial stability and your financial livelihood can take a massive leap forward. Like you saw some of those other members that said, I'm up 45% on my long-term portfolio. Imagine your long-term portfolio now plus 45%. Imagine how much better you'd be feeling about yourself right here now today at this time. My homie swears by your group. This is my first time listening in. Derek, listen, brother, there's a reason why so many members of True Trading Group, okay, we don't spend millions of dollars on marketing. We don't spend hundreds of thousands of dollars on marketing like a lot of our competitors do. Our biggest form of marketing is this live stream. And it's word of mouth from our members because our members make money, right? Our members make money. And in case you guys missed it before, in case maybe you came onto the live stream late, right? If you came onto the live stream late, maybe you missed it. I asked earlier. I'm going to show you one more thing. Members of TTG, if you are making money, type the number 1 in chat right now. This is the reason why so many of our members refer friends, family, coworkers. It's very common for one TTG member to have gotten 4 or 5 people to sign up to True Trading Group because when someone joins TTG, they have success. They tell their friends or family, their coworkers, and then they join. And then they have success. They tell people, they join. We have a retention rate at True Trading Group that is into the mid 70%. The refund rate at True Trading Group is less than 2.5%. And the reason for that is because our members actually make money. You're seeing right now, members of TTG tell you that they're making money. I bought in April. Friday, my portfolio was up at an all-time high. I will buy again on this coming dip thanks to TTG and Mari AI. Exactly. Last week I made $12,000, says Vic Ramirez. There you go. This is what I'm saying. So now when you start to see members of TTG telling you, guys, we have over 10,000 members in 114 different countries. Okay, we received the Benzinger FinTech Award for Best AI Analysis Tool. We have a direct data partnership agreement with the NASDAQ itself. We have a partnership with OpenAI. We have a partnership with Unusual Whales. We have a partnership with TradingView. There is a reason why all of these companies have agreed to deals with True Trading Group. Okay, we're not just a little Discord room. We are a full-on FinTech platform that has helped over 10,000 members find success in the markets. And you're seeing it here a lot. Don't just believe me because I say it. Believe members because they say it to be true. Now, a membership to True Trading Group, for those of you that are not members, a membership to TTG, it's normally $1,497 for the whole year. Okay. However, in lieu of what happened on Friday, okay, and we had a wonderful AI bootcamp this weekend, and everyone's going nuts over the AI tool and using the AI tool. The next 15 people, okay? I'm up 3,000-ish since joining and using Mari to refine and improve my Pine script. That's amazing, Armando. Great job. This isn't just to make a quick buck. This group will help you learn to provide for yourself and your family. Others do it. You can too. Fire your boss. Colin, I love that, man. I love that. Colin, I hope you and your family are doing well, brother. Longtime TTG member and supporter there in Colton Brown. So here's the deal. The next 15 people, forget about $1,497. Okay. I told you a month ago that the next 90 days matter. I told you they matter. And I'm telling you here now again, they matter. Why? Because history tells you it matters. The last 2 times that the credit rating was cut, you went down 10% in 2 months, the markets rallied. Okay. Look, if you want to go for the year, we'll do it for less than $1,000. And it's not on auto renew. No BS, no games. But I'm going to let you guys now, the next 15 people, do the first 90 days first. Sign up for 90 days. And then after 90 days, if you're like, this is great and I want to join for the full year, great. We'll do the full year and I'll do it for you for less than $1,000. Okay, if you want to continue. But do the 90 days first. I'm going to let the next 15 people join True Trading Group right now, get full access to our annual membership for 90 days plus the AI tool. Now, remember, this is an award-winning product, the Benzinga FinTech Chairman's Award for Best AI Analysis Tool. Our members use it on a daily basis to help them make money. There's nothing like it out there. Okay? You will get access to that plus all of our tools and resources for $497 for 90 days. I'm taking $1,000 off and I'm going to give it to you for 90 days. Come trade with us. Come make these decisions. Do the right thing. Come make money. Then, if you want to sign up for the year, let's do it. But come make money for 90 days. And I'm so confident. I stand by. I'm up 56.64% year to date. I'm starting with subscribing. That's incredible. Skytrip is up 56%. Incredible. Go to ttgoffer.com. Anyone that's not a member, I'm going to allow the next 15. I'm not going to keep this deal indefinitely. The next 15 people that go to ttgoffer.com. There's no coupon code needed. Everything on that page is included. Okay? Literally everything on that page is included. So you go to ttgoffer.com, AI tool included. All of our courses, which is a simplified version of the training that I received working at the Fund in New York, included. Benzinga Pro's real-time newsfeed, included. TradingView's premium charts, the trade idea scanner, unusual options activity, options flow, dark pool data, short data, congressional trading data, 1,000 hours of recorded workshops in our video library. All of this is included for $497 for 90 days. Whatever you need, whatever you're into, it is yours. Come make money with us for 90 days. See what it's all about. Go to ttgoffer.com. And then, listen, there is no automatic renewal after your 90 days. There's no automatic upgrade to an annual membership after your 90 days. You have to manually process the transaction if you want to join for a full year. The $497 is going to be the best damn money that you guys have ever spent. That I can tell you. And if you decide, you know what, this was great, I want to sign up for the full year, we'll credit you the $497 that you already spent. We're not going to charge you twice. We'll credit you the $497. We'll work out a deal with you to get you signed up for the full year for less than $1,000, and then we'll unlock for you the double your money back guarantee. The way it works at True Trading Group is the following. We stand behind this platform. I know I talk a big game on this live stream, but I back it up with our own money. When anyone joins TTG, you get a double your money back guarantee. It is on the checkout page. It's in black and white. Go read it. Let's say, for example, let's make the math easy for the conversation. Let's say you pay $1,000 for a year membership. If you cannot make back the $1,000, we don't just give you back $1,000. We give you back $2,000. Here's how it works. Here's the details. You join TTG. I ask you to go through our courses, pass our quizzes, and attend one study group. You have the entire year to do that. There's no rush. Take your time. Go at your own pace. You have the whole year to do those things. And if you do, and you still can't make enough winning trades with us to equal the $1,000 membership fee at least one time, then we will give you back $2,000. That's the deal when you join True Trading Group. I can do that because our refund rate is less than 2.5%. Our retention rate is well into the 70s. Go to ttgoffer.com, sign up now. This deal is available for the next 15 people. 90 days, access to the award-winning AI tool for $497. Now, there is a trial. We do have a 7-day trial. Do not join the 7-day trial. Not today, not now. The reason for that, and I want to, again, in the spirit of being fully transparent, if you join the trial and then decide this place is great, I want to sign up, you cannot join for 90 days. You have one option and one option only. That is 1 year, $1,497 if you go through the trial. So now you can see why I'm telling you, don't do the trial. Do the 90 days for $497. And then if you like it, we'll give you the full year for less than $1,000. Otherwise, you go through the trial, you're spending $1,497 for the year. Don't do it. If you have any questions, text us. We'll answer anything you guys want to know. 1-888-621-2127. Again, that phone number is 1-888-621-2127. It's right down there at the bottom of your screen. Text that number if you guys have any questions, any concerns, if you need help at the checkout, anything. Text that number. We're here to help. But I'm going to let the next 15 people, $497 for the next 90 days. Everything you see on ttgoffer.com is included. No extra cost, no upsell for anything that you see on that page. Okay? That is ttgoffer.com, which takes me to the first code word of tonight's live stream. The first code word for tonight's giveaway. The first code word for tonight's giveaway is rating. RATING, rating. That is the first code word for tonight's giveaway, rating. Write this down because at the end of this live stream, I'm going to give you a second code word. And then if your name is called, I'm doing the giveaway, you're going to need to know both code words if your name is called so you guys can claim your prize. Okay. So the first code word is rating. Again, make sure, okay, make sure that you are watching this live. So make sure you see a red dot, click the word live, bring you guys right up to speed. Okay. All right. With that, I'm going to take another sip of water and then we're going to get into my trade ideas for the week. There's 13,000 viewers, no chat bot viewers. Mattis, are your eyeballs okay? I wish I had 13,000 viewers. I do not. We have 1,300 viewers. Okay. Right now, there's actually 1,394 viewers. So, and none of them are bots. Okay. We have just True Trading Group, just members. We have over 10,000 members, paid members to the platform. But Mattis, it's okay. It's okay. We learn about commas with numbers and stuff. We learn about them pretty early. Sometimes we forget about it. We got to welcome Derek, though. Derek just joined True Trading Group. That means there's 14 spots left. So, Derek, welcome to TTG. Welcome to True Trading Group, Derek. I look forward to trading with you, brother, over the next 90 days. I look forward to trading with you. It's going to be a good day. It's going to be a good next couple of months. It's going to be a good week. And then eventually it's going to be a good year because I know you're going to want to join us for the full year. Okay. These spots are not going to last until midnight. This is a hell of a deal. I'm letting you guys join for just 90 days instead of locking you in for the full year. $497 instead of $1,497. It's a no-brainer. Bert says, super hot deal. Come join the group plus AI, and you get individual attention from mods and experienced members. Tons of courses to educate you. Amen to that. So 14 spots left. Everybody welcome Derek, newest member to the group. ttgoffer.com. com. Let's take things on over to the charts and let's go over where we're expecting these markets to go to. Like I said, so still red in the future session. And I just think that the markets were overbought. I think the markets just needed a little bit of a nudge, and the credit downgrade, I think, does that. And my target now is the high 570s. This is my target. Okay. You guys can see my target for this week is going to be right in here. Okay. Right in here is going to be my target for this week. All right. We're going to look back. We're going to look left, and we're going to say previous pivot resistance. Right. And then you can see previous support. Appreciate you. Shout out to Saring Kunsul, who has been on me for over a year to join. So that Derek, that's right. So Derek, that's awesome, man. I appreciate that. So Derek, welcome to you. Were the guy that said that your friend has been on you for a year to join. I'm excited that I'm happy that you did. Listen, honestly, guys, there's no better review, right, than your friend or a family member telling you, hey, this is working for me. I'm doing well. I'm making money with this. You should give it a shot. Right? There's no better review than that. It's like one of your friends calls you like, oh man, I went to this new restaurant. You got to try it. Right? Like you're going to go, you're going to go and you're going to check it out because your friend put the stamp of approval on it. It's how we have grown from 100 members to 10,000 members. It's word of mouth. We're 4.5 stars on Trustpilot, honestly, and we would be 5 stars, but Adam is the co-owner of True Trading Group, and every 1-star review is about Adam. Adam's not a trader. But every 1-star review that we have is somebody talking crap about Adam because they don't like Adam. Adam can be an asshole. He'll tell you himself he could be an asshole. But at the end of the day, he has one mission and one mission only, and that is to make sure the True Trading Group is a platform that allows our members to make money. He'll give you the shirt off of his back, and he is responsible for the tools and the resources that is TTG that makes this platform so great. The AI tool that is helping all of our members to make money. And in case you're wondering who this guy is, that's Adam right there. He is literally the reason why we are not 5 stars on Trustpilot. I'm not kidding. Go read the reviews.
No, it is true. It is true. I don't really.
It's just true. It's not even.
I mean, I think it's funny at this point.
I mean, listen, 5 stars with 2,700 reviews would look nice.
4.5 stars with 2,700 reviews looks nice.
I know, but 5 stars looks 4.9 looks nicer.
5 stars would look fake.
4.8.
Nobody's got 5 stars, bro. Does TradingView come with live data? Of course it does.
Of course, Neri. All of our
live streaming
data. Yes. That we have agreements with these. We have agreements with these companies. We work directly with Benzinga and TradingView and the NASDAQ. So you guys get all of real-time streaming data.
Yep.
Okay. So again, it's ttgoffer.com. Okay. All right. So like I said, this is my target for the week. Okay. I think we're going to try to get back down into these moving averages. You have 3 different moving averages that are sitting here. As long as I'm making money with Adam's tools, he can custom me all he wants. Exactly.
Yeah. So real quick, Mike, what are your 2 favorite pastimes? Sports and stocks, right?
Yes, sports and stocks. I can talk about them all day, every day.
Mine is money and talking shit. So in order to do that, I have to be able to provide things that make money for people for real. And it has to be of value so I can keep running my mouth. The day that doesn't happen, then it's you're just a grifter, and that's not cool. As long as you're making people money, we're good.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah. All right. Bye.
Yep. So, all right, guys. So there you go. All right. There you guys have it. All right. So again, ttgoffer.com, 14 spots left. All right. So these are my targets. You can see the purple line. That's the 100-day moving average. The yellow line, that's a 200-day moving average. I think we're going to work our way back down into that area here this week. So that is going to be that is going to be my target. All right, let's talk about some individual stocks that we're going to focus on. One of them is going to be MicroStrategy. I'm looking for MicroStrategy. Okay. I'm looking for MicroStrategy to try and get back above 400 and then fail and put in a candle that looks something like this. Okay, I'm looking for MicroStrategy to do something that looks like this. And the reason why I am looking for MicroStrategy to do something like this is because I just do not think, okay, I just do not think, no way, these are members, this is a sales pitch. Why are they here? Man. Why are they here? The list is long, Bruce. The list is long, brother. They're here because they make money. But why are you guys here? Members, type in chat. Why are you guys here? Bruce, pay attention to some of the comments. Pay attention to some of the comments. Members, just comment in chat. Just comment in chat why you guys are here so I can move on. I don't want to, I got a lot of stuff I want to go over here tonight. I've already been on here for an hour. So, Bruce, you can read some of these comments. Education, support, profit, learn. We love TGG because we love TGG. I love trading. I love to learn. Make money, bro, because we love Mike. We're a family education. We want to learn and make money. We support TGG. They support us. Expand my portfolio, golden nuggets, knowledge. I'm here to make money, Bruce. I'm trying to get paid, says Charles. Coder's like, yo, just please go on. So, Bruce, read the comments, dude. Read the comments and then read the room. And I'm going to get back to trade ideas. So I don't think that Bitcoin is going to be able to really clear out its all-time high. And we're rallying into the all-time high now. So as Bitcoin rallies up into that all-time high, I just don't think we're going to be able to break it and clear it. So what I think is going to happen is Bitcoin's going to run into the all-time high and then give a little bit of a pullback. And that pullback, I think, is where MicroStrategy could see a bit of a pull in as you have filled and closed this gap. And I think that you could see a little bit more of a deeper pullback down here. And I'm looking for like the 400 area to be resistance and look for a pullback further from there. So it's not necessarily that I'm bearish Bitcoin, because I'm not really bearish Bitcoin. I think Bitcoin's actually moving higher, but I don't think Bitcoin's going to be able to break through the all-time high and extend. So I want to look for a relative weakness play on MicroStrategy against that pullback from its all-time high. And I think that can give us a really good trading opportunity there for MicroStrategy. We have to welcome Robert. Robert just joined. That takes us now to just 13 spots. So there are 13 spots left for you guys to join. $497 for the next 90 days. That includes the AI tool. And now we have to welcome Amanda. That means we are now down to 12 spots. So everybody welcome Amanda. 12 spots now remain. Okay, when these 12 spots are done, the price will be $1,497. You guys can join now for 90 days for just $497. Okay, so instead of you committing for the full year, try us out for 90 days. All right. All right, so that's MicroStrategy. Let's go over some more trade ideas. I'm looking at Alphabet for a short. My target on Alphabet is 160. I think you're going to see Alphabet do this. Okay, 160, 159.5. I'm looking at Alphabet to just do this. Resistance for me on Alphabet will be at 163. So we're looking for a 163 resistance, and we're looking to fade this to 159 to 160. 159 to 160. We're looking for Alphabet to put in a candle that looks something like this. Then we have Amazon. Okay, I am looking for Amazon to give us a little bit more of a pullback as well, to go back in and kind of, these gaps are too wide. I think that we've got to pull back in here and try to fill these gaps. And I think that you're going to see Amazon. I'm looking for Amazon resistance against like 201 to 202. I'm looking for Amazon to also give you something that looks like that. So we're going to look for Amazon to get down to like 194, 195 will be my target this week, 194, 195 on Amazon. Now, this next one might kind of surprise some people, but I made really good money on this stock last week, and it's QBTS. And it's, the trade idea that I'm looking at is maybe not what you guys might have thought. I think everybody's looking for like a short squeeze on QBTS to like take out these all-time highs of 13. I am looking for QBTS to fail that all-time high and give you a candle that looks like that. So I'm actually looking for short. I'm looking for a short on QBTS, and that's probably contrary to what a lot of people are looking for on social media. I'm not just going to come blindly out of the gate and short this thing. If it breaks through 13, I'm not going to stay short. I won't be there for the long if this thing breaks 13. I think the stock is overextended, and I don't think it's going to be enough to break through this 13. So I'm looking for us to just stay within this kind of upward resistance line and just push up into that all-time high and then fail and then pull it back down. So I'm looking for shorts on this thing, probably up around $12, and I'm trying to get this down towards 10.5 over the course of the next couple of days. So I made money on that last week, and I'm going to try to go after it again. Then I'm looking for one. I have a long setup on my list here, and it's going to be HIMS. This is also for a possible short squeeze. Now, HIMS has a nice little support level down here, and I want to show it to you guys around 54. You guys can see support, and then prior to that, resistance. This 9 EMA, that's the light blue line you see on my screen. See this light blue line? That's a 9 EMA. That's a momentum indicator. There's a nice short position on HIMS. And you had a little consolidation that's starting to take place from last week. But I think that as long as this 9 EMA holds and now you're at price structure support, I think that you can see, something that looks like this on HIMS. And then I think you can see HIMS light this up. Okay. I think you can see HIMS light this up. I think this short squeeze is not finished yet. If this thing breaks under 54, I will no longer pay attention to it. But what I'm looking for, very specific, I'm looking for a pullback into the mid to high 50s, and then I'm waiting for it to hold. If the mid to high 50s holds, I want to then be long. I'm not going to just go long. I'm going to wait, let it pull back to like 57, 58, try to see if there's some buying pressure down there and see if the stock then recovers back above 60, then I'm going to go long, and we're going to look for a short squeeze up into the high 60s, maybe even 70. Okay. So I think we still need a little more time here. I think you might need a couple of days to kind of, consolidate, pull back in here, bounce, and then, do one of these. So I think you might need a little bit more time to consolidate, but this is going to stay on my watches for the next week and see if we can get an opportunity there. And then last but not least, I want to see if United Health can actually continue to bounce, because if you do get a pullback on if you get a pullback in the overall market, you should see a rotation, and the rotation would take you out of the tech names and into defensives like healthcare and utilities. And United Health is down so much. It's so cheap. I know they've got a lot of bad news going on right now, but it's a compelling argument if you're going to take profit in like a Palantir or an NVIDIA or a CoreWeave or a CrowdStrike or a Microsoft, a stock that's gone absolutely crazy over the last month. It would make sense to then rotate it into a healthcare name that's been absolutely obliterated and gain some value off of what you just sold out of in tech. So you have a gap that could possibly be filled up here to like the low 300s. And I kind of feel like United Health might give you a candle that looks something like this. So I'm looking for United Health to actually get back above 300. And let's just look for like Friday's close to try to be support, 289-ish, 290s. And let's see if we can get this thing back to like 308. And just see if we can get a little candle that looks like it and just try to recover just a little bit more. Okay? So that's what I'm going to be looking for there, guys, on United Health. And that wraps up my top trade ideas for the week. We've got QBTS, MicroStrategy, Alphabet, HIMS, Amazon, and United Health. Those are going to start the week. But I'm going to add to that, obviously, tomorrow once I see where the market's actually open. The markets are trying to bounce. We're down only about 0.5% now. The S&P is down 0.5, the NASDAQ down 0.5. We were down earlier as much as almost 1%. We were down 0.9 on the NASDAQ, 0.8 on the S&P. So we are trying to bounce here a little bit. We got to welcome Dean, everybody. Dean, welcome to the family. 11 spots left, guys. $497 for the next 90 days. It includes the AI tool and everything else that you see on ttgoffer.com. Come check us out. Trade with us. Let's make some damn money together, guys, for the next 90 days. That's ttgoffer.com. Any questions, text us 1-888-621-2127. That is 1-888-621-2127. Phone number right down there at the bottom left of your screen. Text us now. We'll help you any way that we can. All right. So that's my watch list to start the week. I'm going to add to that in the morning. Obviously, members, you guys will know exactly what the full watch list and game plan is. Every single day, the mods and I go over pre-market, the exact game plan. These are the stocks we're focused on. These are the entry points. These are the exit points. So they know exactly what to do before the day even begins. Okay. So there you have it. That takes me to the second code word for tonight's giveaway. And it is cut. Cut. C-U-T. Cut. All right. So the second code word for tonight's giveaway is cut. All right. So now in just a little while, we're going to do a giveaway. We're going to put everyone's name into a random name picker called the Wheel of Names. We're going to spin the wheel live. If your name is called, you're going to have 2 minutes to send a text message to the phone number that we'll put on the bottom of the screen and give me the 2 code words. If you can give me the 2 code words, then you win the prize. If you cannot give me the 2 code words, we will then move on and spin again. Okay? So again, folks, the code words for tonight's giveaway are rating cut. That is rating cut are the 2 code words for tonight's giveaway. And again, it's ttgoffer.com. There are only 11 of these spots left. This will not last until midnight tonight. These spots will go. Go to ttgoffer.com. How do you know you're one of the 11 spots left? It's simple. And here comes, and we just got Lenore. Lenore just joined. Make it 10. So Lenore just joined. We now have 10 of these spots left, guys. 10 spots left. When you go to ttgoffer.com, if the price says $497, then you're one of the 10. Oh, Burton just joined. Burton. That means we have 9 spots left. These spots are going quick now, guys. 9 spots left. Once 9 people sign up, the price will then be $1,497. 9 spots left, ttgoffer.com. All right. There we have it. Code words for today's giveaway are rating cut. And why not? Right? Why not? Members are making money, folks. Right? Why not? Why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't these spots fly? All right. Let's do it. Joseph, are we ready? Oh, looks like we are ready. Okay, guys, listen carefully. Okay. See that phone number? 786-292-1606. 706-292-1606. I have to sneeze. I'm sorry. That's the phone number. If your name is called, you text that number and give us the 2 code words. Let's go ahead and spin that wheel. All right. And the winner is John Slaughter. What a badass name. John Slaughter. John Slaughter, the clock starts now, John. John, the clock starts now. You have 2 minutes to send a text message to 786-292-1606. Give us the 2 code words. The whole world is counting on you, John. I want to go watch the Yankee game. It's 2-1. Fried's on the mound. Let's go. John Slaughter, you have 1 minute and 35 seconds left. 1 minute and 30 seconds. The clock is ticking, John. You got to send a text message now. Give us the 2 code words, and it's yours. Oh, he got it. He got it. Hell yeah, John. Hell yeah. You want to know why you got it, John? Because you got a badass name. That's why you got it. So, John, if you're a lifetime member, you are going to be receiving a bonus skip the line one-on-one mentor session with any mod of your choice. If you are an annual member, you are going to receive an entire year of STR totally for free. And you are a lifetime member. John is a lifetime member, so you're going to get a bonus skip the line one-on-one mentor session. Excellent. Enjoy. And if you're and for those of you, the next winner, if you're an annual member, you get an entire year of STR for free. If you're not a member, don't worry about it. You don't know what STR is, obviously, but it's worth around $700. You guys will get that for free for the whole year. Spin that wheel, Joe. Let's see if we can go 2 for 2. Congrats, John. Guys, again, ttgoffer.com. If you're not a member, get your butts in here. Let's make some damn money this week. Next winner is Gabriel Ferreira. Gabriel Ferreira. The clock has started. Gabriel Ferreira. I think I saw them on the live stream. Joe, did you? I could have swore I saw them. I mean, they are usually on the live stream. Hopefully they're here this time. Hopefully you are here this time. Because they are here pretty frequently. That I do know. All right. You got 1 minute and 15 seconds. The clock is ticking, Gabriel. 1 minute. You have 45 seconds. Gabriel Ferreira, say it ain't so. Say it ain't so. They got it. They got it. With 20 seconds to spare, they got it. Congratulations, Gabriel Ferreira. I love it. We're 2 for 2. Music to my ears. Way to go, guys. Hell yeah. Excellent. All right, folks, that does it. That wraps things up here for me this evening. I'll see my TG members. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. As always, it's going to be a great week. I feel it in my bones. It's going to be a good week. All right, I like our trade ideas. A lot of variety. A lot of variety. I like it. We got a lot of variety, and we're going to see what happens tomorrow morning. And we'll go through everything with you guys tomorrow morning. All right, we'll go through the watch list tomorrow morning like we always do. And again, if you're not a member, guys, ttgoffer.com. Just go check out everything that's on that page. You get all of that for 90 days. It's an absolute no-brainer. I think we've got maybe 9 spots left. $497 for the next 90 days. That includes the AI tool. Get your butts in chat. If you have any questions, just text us 1-888-621-2127. Have a wonderful rest of your night, folks. Smash that like button, show some love, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys all tomorrow. Take care.